Okay guys, Redfive here. There's been a fair bit of talk about voice attack and usage and using it with Elite Dangerous, so I thought I'd do a real quick video. My first video, by the way, of anything ever, just to demonstrate some of the uses of it. There's a lot of cool things, and it's pretty immersive too when you take advantage of everything that's there. So I'm just going to move out of the station here real quick. Might jump into Super Cruise and go to a nav point. I don't know if I'll find any kind of combat or anything, and then maybe turn around and come right back just to kind of demonstrate some of the ranges. So first of all, I guess we'll take a look at the map. And this AI is set up to respond to pretty much any kind of voice commands, and you can just have like normal conversation without actually triggering anything until you say one of the command words. So here we go. Navigation. So it brings up the galaxy map, which I'm not especially great with yet, but still getting kind of used to it. And you can call it the system. Look and see what you're dealing with. Now I'm just going to run into the nav beacon. This particular system really doesn't have a heck of a lot of habitation. In fact, there's only one station here. This is where I am right now. So I'm just going to grab a nav point and head to it and see where we go. So let's just get started. One-quarter impulse.
1/4 impulse. Nice and slow.
Retract landing gear.
Retracting the landing gear.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You gotta kind of take it easy, especially when there's a lot of traffic coming in and out of these gates. You don't want to run into anybody. 3/4 impulse.
3/4 impulse.
Now that we're out free to navigate, we can kind of see what else there is to do. Full impulse. Full impulse.
Maximum velocity engaged.
And I'll just go to the navigation system and grab hold of the nav beacon, which is where you can a lot of times go in a system to find any kind of activity. I might have passed it. Let's see here. Well, perhaps there's not a nav beacon for this system. We'll just go to let's go to one of the asteroid belts. So for those of you who don't have the game, there's several different ways to travel. Since the galaxy is mapped pretty much on a one-for-one scale of the Milky Way, which is what they claim, every one of the stars here you see is an actual star system. It's not just skybox or something that's displayed. It's actually systems you can go to. So there's a couple different ways that they overcome the vast distances. For smaller, short travel, you have what's called Super Cruise, which is what I'm in right now. And you can get to some pretty respectable speeds here, and of course it's all affected by gravity wells. So if you go near a planet, which what I just was passing, it kind of slows you down, and you gradually, as you get away from the gravity sources, will begin to gain speed. So this cluster is quite a ways away, not terribly far, but you can see how the distance and the time to target obviously shrinks as you start accelerating. And there's kind of a trick to coming out of Super Cruise without overshooting your destination, which I've done several times. I think somebody on one of the other forums called it the loop of shame, where you have to circle back around to your target. It's kind of, once you get the hang of it, it's not too difficult though. You'll notice there underneath the distance measured in light seconds, it starts counting down. Right now it's showing 2 minutes and counting down as I accelerate. When you get it down to about roughly 7 seconds, you want to lower your throttle to about 3/4. And if you notice the bottom left-hand HUD shows a distance and a speed. As I get closer to the target, you'll see some blue bars. Once both blue bars, little pips go inside the blue bar, each blue bar for the distance and the speed, you can safely disengage and be close to your target. So, I'll be there shortly. So about 7 seconds out, so I'll go ahead and slightly reduce throttle, and you can keep it roughly at between 5 and 7. If you get much lower than that, you risk overshooting pretty quickly, because once you get in close to the target, you don't have time to disengage quickly enough. And then you constantly can have targets and everything while you're in Super Cruise. You'll see you can have contacts when that's other ships, usually NPCs, because the game is so big. You really just don't run into other people that much, except for in the really big populated systems. You can perform what's called an interdiction and pull people out of Super Cruise, or the same thing can happen to you if you want to try to engage these folks. I do not have the equipment to do an interdiction. I haven't even been tried to do it yet. I'm still kind of learning the ropes. Although I have been interdicted a few times. See, now I have the notification that I can disengage. I'm going to go ahead and go a little bit closer. We drop out of Super Cruise. And then here we are. 3/4 impulse.
3/4 impulse.
Now I don't see any other ships around or any other targets, but I don't know if we'll find any when we get a little bit closer or not. Deploy hardpoints.
Deploying armaments.
Yeah, I don't see any other ships around, but you know, if you're mining, you could, if you wanted, use this. I've done no mining whatsoever. And since I don't see any other ships, I'll go ahead and head back out. Retract hardpoints. Engage Super Cruise.
Engaging Super Cruise.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And so here we go, back now. Not the most exciting of demos, but hopefully it kind of gives you guys who don't really know about how the Voice Attack works some idea. Well, now what I got is I went ahead and paid for the full version of Voice Attack, which I think is $8. It's in British pounds, but it works out to be about $8. And then I downloaded something else called HCS Voice Pack, and that's what's allowing the AI to have the cool British female voice and respond to my commands. With just the Voice Attack, you can do everything you need to do, but you don't get the snazzy responses. Now I've seen some neat ones on Twitch where guys have even further customized it and can almost have a conversation with the. I mean, it's all simulated and pre-programmed, but it's pretty neat, especially when you're watching somebody else play, because it gives the immersion like you're actually having a conversation with an AI. So it's kind of cool. One thing I didn't show is it's got power management here. On the bottom right hand side you see the power management, and I don't know if I can do this in Super Cruise or not, but I'll see. Power to weapons.
Diverting power to weapons.
Now, see, it doesn't actually do anything when you're in Super Cruise. Once you drop out, it'll do something, but it'll still respond because the responses are outside the game. They're not actually in the game. The responses from the AI are based off of Voice Attack. You go power to systems. Power to systems.
Diverting power to requested systems.
Normal power. Balance power.
Equalizing now.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Like I said, if I were not in Super Cruise, you'd actually see those pips changing on the bottom right-hand side. Those little things that look like flying comets that you see on the screen, those are other ships, other contact points. I think. Sometimes you can target them, but near as I can tell, those are other actual ships. Probably, most likely, almost certainly NPCs, because I'm pretty far away from any of the starting systems. And they say sometime in the future that you will be able to land on these planets, get out and walk around. Right now they're just really awesome scenery. Notice I'm slowing down. You can actually, probably if you can hear the drive slowing down, now it's spinning back up again because I'm getting out of the gravity well of the planet, but it was slowing me down. Okay, real close. Oh, I'm being interdicted, so here's what it looks like. Maybe this will be exciting. I'll go ahead and let him interdict me and we'll see what happens. You may see me die a terrible death. Next target. Okay, well, some guy decided to deploy hardpoints.
Deploying armaments.
He wants to go, so I guess we'll go. Power to weapons.
Diverting power to requested system.
It says he's harmless, so I'm going to take him out. Or try to. I may get destroyed, but we'll see. He's got a turret, apparently. He got a pretty good salvo in there on me. He doesn't appear to be hurting my shields too bad. It says he's mostly harmless, so guess we'll see. So he hadn't gotten through my shields yet, but and I do have his down. Balance power.
Redistributed.
Well, this is going to be a long fight. Power to weapons.
Power to weapons.
It does, however, look like I'm capable of winning it. If he wants to keep taking these passes at me, I guess we'll trade. This is somebody else coming in. I don't know what he is or not. I would rather not have him join the fight. Oh, this is the security guys. They just scammed me, and since I don't have anything illegal on me, they don't really care, and I'm fighting somebody who has a wanted bounty on his head, so they also don't care about that. They might even join in the fight, as long as I don't hit them with a stray shot. He's joining the fight. You notice there, one of my lasers is like bursting or pulsing, and one is a beam. That's due to the beam. The one that's continuous is an upgraded weapon. Because I've made a little money, so I'm starting to try to upgrade as I can. Let's see, I don't know if that's good or not. I think I've just been hit. The reason I was told I was under attack is because I've been hit by somebody other than the guy I'm fighting right now. It may have just been a stray shot by the feds. Halfway there. Come on. Whoa. Don't want to hit the other guy. There it is. Well, retract hard points. Engage Super Cruise.
Engaging Super Cruise.
Now, I was too close to, I guess, the wreckage there, so I have to wait a little bit. Yeah, disruptive mass. So, okay, maybe that was a little bit exciting. Didn't mean for this video to take so long. If you're still watching, I guess we'll go to the station and see what it looks like there. Alright. Okay, there we go. Typical station. You can request docking once you're within 7 kilometers, so we'll get a little bit closer. Powered engines.
Max engines.
One half impulse. Half impulse.
Okay, 50% engaged.
Deploy landing gear.
Deploying landing gear.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
1/4 impulse.
Quarter impulse.
Somebody inside the station, for whatever reason, has violated some kind of protocol, so they're being shot at by the station. Looks like they're done for. There they went. 1/2 impulse.
Half impulse.
Once you get in, you see this little guide to help you get in. Whoops, and I went a little too fast. So we'll just back up. There we go. So there you have it, fellas. Hope that was somewhat informative. And make a post, and I'll be happy to answer anything else. Thanks.